My name is Allie. I guess this is the intro to this video, and I'm going to be making a pair of pants today. I'll put up the pattern here. I can't remember the name of the pattern, but it's by Afraid of Cycling, which is one of my favorite YouTubers, pattern makers. And it's just these fun pair of pants. The fabric we're going to be using, I don't remember where I got this. I think some sort of secondhand fabric store. That's where I get most of my fabric. It is this super cool plaid where it's a bunch of different plaids patchworked together. Like that's just how the fabric came. And it's all like serged and everything. But I just think these would make really cool pants. So yeah, let's make some pants together. First step though is I have to clean my studio a bit so that I have room to do all the sewing. But let's get into it. So I have finished cutting everything out. I didn't have enough of the plaid for the pockets, so I just cut it out of this red fabric. It has flowers on it. I was gonna do another plaid, but all the plaid I have is flannel, and that is significantly heavier than the fabric I have here isn't flannel. So I just got a red one. We also we'll see how this goes. I kind of winged it on the straps, those, because I was running out of fabric, so they might be a little bit thinner than the example, but I think that's fine. And then a very nichely frustrating thing was because I use my projector. Oh my god. Sorry. Because I use my projector for cutting out the patterns, I need the patterns that I get to have an A0 format, which this pattern does, but because I think she's assuming that you're going to print it out, and the legs aren't long enough for that to print out well in an A0 format, then the legs were like cut up, and so I had to kind of like cut out the top part of the leg and then like line it up with this other part of the pattern that's the bottom part of the leg. But I think it'll be fine, and these are pretty like they're not tight pants. I'm not trying to get like the tightest perfect fit, so I think a little imperfection in the cutting out will be okay. But we have them all cut out, and the next part is I'm going to serge around all of the edges. So yeah, let's get to work doing that. So I have finished serging around the edges, and I have sewn on the pockets to all the pants. Next step is to sew the right sides together of the front and back pieces, but I am a little bit burnt out from sewing. I on most days can't do the same thing for too long, so I'm going to instead do some computer work, and then get back to it. So computer work interlude. Okay, so we have made progress. I have some tubes. And obviously I'm wearing pants right now, so they kind of doesn't. But they fit. And the legs, one of the legs, I think the back legs that I cut out are a little bit longer than the other legs, and I was nervous that that the front legs were in fact too short, but it is the back legs that are too long, so I can cut those easily, and like when I hem them, it'll all be fine. But I'm liking how they're coming out. The other, not I guess negative thing, but the other thing I could have done better about, I know there are other techniques to make this better, is the pocket, because I picked like a bright red, you can kind of see it, but I think that's fine. I don't really care. Now all that's left is I have to sew these two together. I have to sew the like, you know, crotch up, and then the waistband, and then hem, and then, oh, and then I also need to make the straps. So I think I'm going to sew this part together with the other leg, and then probably take a bit of a break and do something else, and then do the waistband and hemming and ties. Got some pants. They're not done, obviously, but they fit. And I can like move. I could probably go climbing in these, which is very exciting. But yeah, all that's left is waistband, hemming, ties. I was a little bit nervous because this is the first garment I've made in a while. For myself, I guess. I've made a few vests, but those I've got the process down pretty good. And this is my first, like, I think this is also my first full pair of pants. I've made shorts, or I made like a jumpsuit that was shorts. But yeah, pretty stoked about it. Maybe I'll wear these tomorrow when I go climbing. But I gotta finish them first. We are now onto the waistband of the pants here. And And I'm a little nervous. I'm a little nervous. In previous projects that I've made, I think the waistband has always been the part that I've just felt the worst about. I don't know if that makes any sense. But I think it should be fine. It's simply folding it over twice, making sure it fits the elastic that I got, and then I also need to make sure it like catches the pocket, which maybe I should pin the pocket. Where's the front? I think this is the front. Okay. I need to turn these inside out. But making sure it catches the pocket, so the top of the pocket is there. And then it should be easy. I don't know why I'm nervous about it or why I've struggled with waistbands in the past. I don't think they're that complicated. But I just have a tendency to overcomplicate things. Or undercomplicate things. And then they don't turn out well. We'll see. I have a good feeling about this, and I'm really excited about these pants. So here's hoping that it goes well. We are in the final stretch. Everything is sewed. I just need to add the elastic. But the waistband, like, it turned out good. I did it. Pockets are there. So I'm just going to, I'm using a safety pin to, oh, that's going to be annoying. The elastic waistband is going to be kind of annoying because of all of the seams from the patchwork of it, but I think it'll be fine. I feel like I want to chat while I do this, but I can't think of something to talk about. This has been a good project. I have been wanting to, or part of my YouTube plan is to make more project videos of just a singular project instead of just studio vlogs. So this is my first attempt at that, and I think it's going pretty well. We'll see how the video turns out, but if there are any other video ideas that people have, let me know. I am open to ideas. I guess I wanted to chat about why sewing philosophy. It's kind of, I've been thinking about this a lot today whilst I'm making this specific project. I have literally so many, like that whole back there with all that fabric is pretty much all fabric that I love, but have been too scared to use. I am not the most confident in my sewing skills. I guess I have a hard time keeping things straight, and as much as I try to like be really detail oriented and like on top of things, near the end of projects I really run out of steam, and I'm just like, I just want to get this done, and so then I make silly mistakes, and it's annoying. But I think I can still make things even if that's the case. And I think it is something that I will get better at as time goes on. And especially, like, not sewing is not how I'm going to solve that, you know? I think I'm going to be taking a much more project-based approach to sewing, where I'm just going to make things and slowly get better by making things. So yeah, pretty much it. If you have liked this video and are interested in my continued sewing journey, subscribe. I also post artist studio vlogs because I am an artist trying to make money. But yeah, I just finished threading the waistband, so now we're gonna sew it up and then close the waistband and then make the ties, and then that's it, then we're done. So the pants are done. Here they are in all their glory. I'm really happy with how they turned out. They're so comfortable. I thought I was a little nervous that the like patchwork would feel weird, but because they're so flowy, these are my new favorite lounging around the house pants. And I just also think they're so cute. I think in the future, because I really like the shape of these, but I'm gonna be honest, I don't super love the ties. They're fine. I think I wish they were elastic. So I think for future pants like this, instead of doing the ties, am gonna do elastic, but I do like the ruff on the bottom, so I think I'll somehow figure out how to do an elastic band like here. Another pant idea I've had is having them be maybe more of a capri length or like ankle length, and having no elastic, but then having like a ruffle. So that's also an option, but I'm gonna be wearing these all the time now. I don't know how to show off pants, but yeah, I really like how these turn out. So thank you. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one.